live on set day of Nace 2010, and we've got with us today Dave Wilk from 3M. Thanks for joining me. I'm so excited.
Hey, Kristen, thanks. It's good to be back at Nace this year.
It is, and you guys are exhibiting, right?
We are. We're looking forward to talking about our new products for 2010 and 11.
I heard this was your fastest booth set ever.
It is. We were designing on a dime this year, but we made it happen in a few weeks, so we're happy to be here again and show them the new products.
Did y'all bring in any of Biffle's pit crew to do one of those fast pit stop changes?
Not this time. He's pretty busy with the chase right now, but we'll make it work.
I saw that this morning. He's doing well, so I'm hoping we're going to see him kind of move up into those circumstances.
Yeah.
So, well, speaking of the finishing and the fast and the quick, we're going to talk about kind of paint finishing today, the after effects. So after it rolls out of the booth, and you guys have a great new product, and I got mine about 2 months ago, and I'm having a ball with it actually. So the denib and polish kit.
Yeah, I just came out with it back in the springtime. Biggest thing, headaches are taking denibbing or taking the little defects out of the paint. The repair areas tend to get big with wet or dry or other discs that are used out there, so there's a lot of time-consuming effort going around that and inconsistent results. We created this new perfected denibbing system this year that allows you to keep the repair area nice and tight, about the size of a quarter. For most colored cars, it's a two-step process, 1,500 with the denibbing tool, and then knock it out with our dual-action polish. So really two steps and it's out the door. Great for you know, taking 10 to 15 nibs out of a panel.
Right. Oh, so that's great. So from the shops that are using it so far, so it's been out since the spring, what are you hearing back from them on time savings?
Biggest time savings is, you know, they've got to have somewhat cleaner jobs. If they're not getting really clean jobs, you know, 10 to 15 nibs per panel, they're not seeing the maximum benefit, but they're able to save literally minutes, tens of minutes, depending on the process that they've been doing in the past.
Right. Are they liking it?
Yeah, they really like it a lot because it really keeps the repair area nice and tight, but they can still maintain that swirl-free finish at the end of the day.
Right.
So it's been fantastic.
I remember when I got mine. So the old days, right? So I'd finish it. It was usually the hood, and I'd step out there, and I had a bucket of water and some wet sand.
Yeah.
Right. And so I was going at it.
Yeah.
So I got this little thing out. I was like, what am I going to do with this? And you're right. I've got a smaller little area now, so I've got much less to polish when I'm done. You know, knocking out my nibs. And I love that it's portable.
Yeah, it's really handheld. You hold it like a pencil, almost like you're writing. Knock it out. The abrasive disc or scalp disc is about half an inch, so it's very, very small. And then we use 3-inch polishing pads that are dual-action polishers, so it's really nice and tight and makes it very easy. It's portable. You can wheel it around the shop. We have some shops using it in the inspection area right before they deliver the car. If they miss the spot, they can touch it up and send it out. Right,
and that's the great part, because I'm not having to go back and look for my air hoses. I'm not having to go dig out dig out some systems and pads and hook everything up and go for it. If I notice it on the front lot, it's really something easy to correct, and I don't have to send it back through the system. So that's pretty great.
The beauty too is it's anybody in the shop can use it, and we know there's a lot of turnover in the shops in the detailing department. So anybody from an inexperienced technician to somebody who's been buffing cars for years really can pick up the system quickly.
Right. Any feedback you've gotten so far that your field team is hard up?
A lot of great. It's just about time savings. That's the key thing, is just maximizing time and keeping the repair nice and tight so they can move, reduce their cycle time, and just keep the cars going out the booth. So in conjunction with our dirt trap product, which coats the inside of a booth, that traps the dirt and allows cleaner jobs, and so they can go from full panel down to denibbing, and that makes a win-win for everybody.
That's great. So we've talked about paint finishing and kind of the time savings, but you mentioned dirt trap, and so that's another product I've been messing with lately.
Yeah, it's been a real solid year for new products. Dirt trap just came out this year as well, back in the springtime. Really designed to be applied like wallpaper to inside the booth and the floor, and it's really geared to capturing dirt. Ideal for waterborne booths where there's a lot of turbulence inside the booth. It traps the dirt and actually traps the bigger contaminants, so it doesn't get into the paint job. So ultimately what the shop is getting are cleaner jobs, less nibs, and that's perfect for the perfected denibbing system to knock out those few touch-up areas as they deliver the car.
Right. Now I got mine and got it kind of installed and messing with it, and I've been surprised at what it is capturing. So typically whether you've got whether your draft is coming from, you may have been missing some of those particles up top, and it seems to be capturing that. And I think with waterborne and all the airflow, it's all about cleaner, neater, better.
And that's where we're seeing the most success out in California, Canada, a lot of those areas. Also, it works in any type of shop because there is a lot of contaminants inside the booth. And ultimately, that's the painter's office, right? The cleaner the office or the paint booth, if you will, the better the jobs. And so we're seeing some good success with that. You're going to replace the floors every couple weeks, and then the walls about once a quarter.
So one roll, does that do the whole booth?
Yep, for most regular size, normal size booths, that'll do one booth and cover the walls and floors.
Okay, and then we're going to change the floors every couple weeks, and then the walls we can do once a month?
Yeah, once every 3 months, depending on how many jobs are going in and out of there. But so and you only need to cover about 3/4 of the walls to get the job done.
So have you had any feedback from shops that maybe have been spraying waterborne without it, and now they're spraying waterborne with it, and some of their feedback?
Yeah, we had a large MSO put it in, and basically they actually counted the amount of nibs before and after, and they saw a 60% reduction in nibs. So it was a big difference, which allowed them to go from full panel paint finishing down to exclusively denibbing. So it was a big deal for their throughput.
That's amazing. Did they do any kind of like analysis on the cost savings of that for them to reduce that and throughput through the front door?
They did actually. Yeah, it was a big impact on it. And I can't share it today, but it was a big impact on their overall bottom line and throughput. So
that's amazing.
Exciting.
I think sometimes we forget that the less I have to do over, even though I may be spending some on a product up front, I'm still making so much more on the tail end if I'm pushing more cars through per week. So
that's right.
It's kind of a balance out. So,
that's right.
So it's been a busy year. I mean, it seems like every week I'm getting some sort of new product. That's amazing. Anything left for 2010 for 3M?
Yeah, we're going to have a new Soft Edge Plus masking, jam masking tape coming out, and interior protection to cover seats, steering wheels, etc. That's going to come out. Then our biggest one probably is our new clean sanding file sheets that are going to be coming out in continuous rolls where they're perforated, so you can rip it to whatever size block it is. So you don't have to keep a lot of different size sheets inside your shop. So that'll be all at the booth today and our next trade show as well. So we're excited to have all these new products come out in the fourth quarter.
Dave, thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Got a lot of great things going on, and we're going to be sure to stop by the booth and see it on this show, and also we're going to catch up with you again in a few weeks at Sema. Great,
look forward. Come on, see the booth, and we're thrilled with our partnership with Collision Hub and the great work that you guys do.
Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Hi.